everybody. The 12-hour time limit for the sheep to find the wolf is over. And now the wolf trial begins. Are we really doing this? Looks like it's time for us to discuss things. I hope you don't feel that awful electric shock again. In this wolf trial, everybody must declare who the wolf is. And then that chosen wolf will be executed. So we definitely have to sacrifice one person, as you've said. That is the rule. Then if the wolf was executed, then a door out will open. Everybody, let your reasoning come through. And so, let the first wolf trial commence. And now it's begun. Yeah, but I'm hesitant to start anything. If we can find the wolf, we'll be shown a way out of here. Yeah. But who the heck is the wolf who killed Miho? First, we should look into the case details. Last night, Miho was found dead, chest covered in blood in the greenhouse. The murder weapon was missing from the crime scene, it seemed. And Miho's body was found by Misaki, who alerted us all to come by her scream. There wasn't any clues as to who had done it. I wonder why the wolf didn't leave any easy to understand evidence behind. Maybe it was to keep us in the dark about what murder weapon was used. Yeah, there wasn't anything left for us to find. So, a murder weapon that no one could find. The murder weapon was a knife, right? For example, a blood-stained kitchen knife? I thought so too. We did not find a blood-stained knife. Then, if the culprit used a knife, then after the crime they took the knife back to where they got it from? I was thinking of that too. Whereabouts in this building are there knives? Well, my first thoughts about where a knife would be is a kitchen knife, right? Yeah, a kitchen knife. Something like that could slash and kill. Stop with such scary things. Well, is there another place with knives? Well, we can't forget the tactical knives in the armory, right? Yeah, that seems like a knife that cuts good. Anybody would be able to use something like that with ease. We haven't missed anything else though, have we? We've gone through and considered it all. We haven't missed anything. Sorry. Don't apologize. Man, you're depressing. Sorry. Anyway. Well, returning to the subject, the culprit had to have gotten a knife from the kitchen or the armory, but which one? That is indeed something to think about. But wait a second. The kitchen knife most likely wasn't used. What are you talking about? Well, yesterday, I was a bit hungry, so I asked Misaki to cook me something. Oh, yeah, I did. So then, during the time the knife was being used by her, I had planned to clean the knife, but I forgot to do so. That dirty knife was still in the sink, if we consider this, the kitchen knife was still in the sink because it was dirty, which means the chance of it being used in the crime is 0. To add to that, I too saw the dirty knife in the sink. Then we have to eliminate the kitchen knife as a possibility. Well then, in conclusion, the knives from the armory had to have been used. But wasn't the armory being guarded? How would anyone have been able to get a knife? Yeah, who was in charge of guarding the armory? It was the detective Takeo and actor Takuya who were on watch. Yeah, that's true. Yesterday, the two of us guarded the armory. And nobody suspicious even came, of course. Then a knife from the armory wasn't used then? You too sure had a vigilant watch, right? You too? But about that, I heard that Takeo had to go to the toilet. Oh, you're right. I also saw Takeo go to the toilet yesterday. Wasn't he in there for a long time? Well, yesterday my stomach was unexpectedly hurting me. So yeah, for a little bit, I had to use the toilet. Can you be more specific about just how long exactly you were on the toilet? I don't really remember, but probably about 20 minutes. So long! I couldn't help it. My stomach suddenly acted up. So you mean you left them alone for 20 minutes? Wouldn't that have been an opportune time to steal a knife? But was there really a person who could have taken a knife freely? In other words, the one person who was left on guard, that is Takuya, right? Me? Why would I take a knife? Oh, really? What's with the worried face? Couldn't the crime have been committed in about 20 minutes? I would never do something like that. Well, you do sort of look like a villain, though. I know who I'm voting for. Hurry and execute him. How can you so quickly say such a thing? I'm sorry. I was always on guard. I never moved from that spot. Who is your proof? Proof? When I was on my own, Osamu came into the armory. I did certainly visit both the kitchen and the armory then, but I was only in either location for no more than 10 minutes each. In other words, he was only alone for a few minutes. See? Isn't that what I was saying? Moreover, I had no way to know when Takeo would come back from the bathroom. With those circumstances, there's no way I could be the killer. Gee, that does make sense. Then a knife from the armory wasn't used? How the heck did the wolf kill then? Yeah. Was there another knife? Oh, that reminds me. I found something left behind in the hallway. Look here. A shard of glass. I feel like I've seen something like this before. What the heck was this glass used for? What does it matter? It's too small to kill anybody with. Yeah, definitely.